Hey, what's up everyone? Jason Turley here, and it's been a little bit since we've done any type of video game hacking, so I figured what better introduction than playing Squally, which is a game you can download from Steam, and it is intentionally vulnerable. There's no anti-cheat software or anything like that, and playing throughout the game, it does teach you different programming concepts and different ways to kind of edit and augment the game. I've only played a little bit so far, but I did want to check out and go over some of the hacking tutorials with you guys and showcase a tool called Cheat Engine, which is a free tool that you can download online, and it's essentially a memory editor. The name Cheat Engine might be a little bit misleading because it doesn't actually create any cheats for you. It's still up to you as the hacker or as the programmer to actually create those memory hacks or those cheats. And Cheat Engine is just a great tool, free to use, that helps you do that. So we will look at that a little bit, but first let's go to this memory editing tutorial, and we see I have cleared 5 out of 6 of the challenges, but let's actually click on the first one and just kind of get a sense of what's going on and what is it we need to do in the first place. So we can see here there's a lot going on the screen. There's this like skeleton monster with a broken sword. We see he has some health. It says 100 out of 100, so his health is full. So if you played any video games or any RPGs, we know we need to somehow attack him and lower his health value to 0 in order to defeat him. And we have this like floating brain with eyes and jagged teeth, and I can control him. This is our character. This is Squally. And then we have 2 other, I guess, allies or partners with us. We have this floating robot, and then we have this like troll thing who's all like tattered and has a little axe. Honestly, I haven't played that much of this game, so I have no idea who these 2 characters are. I just know who like that floating brain is, but that's besides the point for this tutorial, for this video. So if we come over here, we do see we have a few things. We have a telescope that we can't really interact with, and then we have this lever that we can pull if we press the V key. So we hit that. Oh, it's not a telescope. It fires a dart at this guy. So if we hit this again, we see that his health has dropped from 100 to 84. Now it dropped from 84 to 71, and so on and so forth. So we could just keep doing this. Oh, so he healed himself, right? He's back to full health, and no matter what we do, right now I'm just spamming this button, trying to attack him as fast as I can. But as soon as his health gets past halfway, he heals himself, right? He's cheating. We need to find some way to circumvent this and get his health to 0. So if you've already used Cheat Engine before, you might know where I'm going with this. But right now I'm going to open up Cheat Engine, and hopefully this is large enough for you guys to see. I don't think I can actually zoom in any way. Here we go. If I right click and go down to preferences and now override font size, let's make this 16. Okay. Hopefully this is easier to read. I'm actually going to crank it up to 18 just in case if any of you have poor eyesight like I do. So crank this up to 18 and let's go with that. Hopefully that's large enough for everyone to see. There's not really a lot going on yet. So right here we see it's highlighted in this box. It has a magnifying glass and a computer. If I hover over it, it says select a process to open. So we need to find a program or a process to actually attach Cheat Engine to. And we can see in the list, here are some of the processes I have. You see I have OBS Studio open. That's what I'm using to record the software. We obviously have Cheat Engine open because that's the program we're using. But at the very top, we're going to choose Squally, which is our game. So we're just going to hit open. And now, like, we see this field here as address, value, and then previous. It's empty. We need to actually scan the RAM, scan the memory region of this program to find the values that we're looking for. So we know our character, our enemy, Let's see if I can bring this up side by side. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that. I'm not sure how it'll actually end up looking after I record this, but our enemy currently has 100 health. So right here, there's a box that says value. So we want to enter 100, and we can leave the other fields as the default. This is an exact value. So we're going to click first scan, and right here we see that it scanned and found 928 values that all equal 100. One of these should be that monster's health, but we're not sure which one. So we want to narrow down this 928, ideally just to one value. So we can do that by coming back into the game, attacking the monster, and we see that their health has dropped by 13, and now it's 87. So if I come back to Cheat Engine, and I replace this 100 with an 87, and then I click next scan, not new scan, we don't want to start over, but if I click next scan, it'll look through all of my previous found results, right? Not everything in memory, just this 928, just these 928 values that are listed here. So I hit next scan, and we see it's dropped down to 1. If we're still not sure, if we are kind of paranoid and we don't think this is the health value, that's fine. We can come back to the Squally game, attack the monster one more time, and we see that their health is dropped to 72. And if we come back in Cheat Engine, we see that the value is 72. It was previously 87, and it started out as 100. So that's perfect. So I'm just going to double click on this address, and we see that it pops up in this field down below. It has no description. It has the address in hex of where inside this program that it's located. It's just a 4-byte value. That's not interesting right now. And we see it's currently the value of 72. So if we want, we can double click this, and we can name this like a enemy health, and we want to change this value. Let's change it from 72 to 100 just to see. We'll click OK, and we see the monster's health is fully restored, and also the health bar has moved up as well. So they are connected. So what happens if I just change this to I don't know, 2? The monster has 2 health. We hit OK. All right, that's fine. We're able to lower his health and he doesn't heal himself. So let's actually try changing this to a 0 now. Cool. That works. The monster fell apart. He was defeated. So that's how we use Cheat Engine to reduce the monster's health. And that was pretty simple, right? We saw how their health was 100, and then it would reduced every single time. Let's go to this one, the second to last one. Okay, very similar. He has 100.0 health, and he's like some snow ogre with like a hedgehog. I have no idea what his weapon is. But if we come over here and we do our first scan, we want to do 100.0. We can do an exact value, that's fine. But for the value type, I'm not sure if it's a floating point number or a double. So I'm just going to choose all. I know that's not like the best way, it's not the most precise way, but if we're not sure which one of these it is, I feel like just doing all is safe. So we come over here and we throw our little attack, our little dagger at it, and we see that he lost health. It was 14.7. If we don't want to put 85.3 in here, if we're a little skeptical about that, we can click this drop down menu. Instead of saying exact value, we can say bigger than or smaller than. We can say they increased the value, but we attacked them and they lost health. So we want to do decreased value. If we wanted, we could do decreased value by, since we know the exact amount he lost health, but let's just say decreased value. And now we can hit next scan. And there's 4 results. So it's probably this top one. It's 85.3, which is exactly his health. But we do see some other ones right here. If we just want to prove our point further and make sure, we can hit them again. And his health has dropped down to 70. And we see here that the address that we selected is 70 as well. Now in Cheat Engine, if you have the address selected, you can just hit enter. and then it will allow you to change the value. So we're going to change it to 0, and we successfully defeated that monster. So that's pretty much it for this one. If I come over here to the last tutorial, I'm not really sure what we need to do. There's this door over here, but we have no way to like reach it. You see my characters can jump. I don't know if I need to find the like velocity or the jump height for this character, because he jumps the same height every way. So do I need to somehow increase that to make him jump over this big structure? I'm not really sure. And there's no real monster to attack. I haven't played too much of the story mode, so I have no idea what these little characters following me around are for, or if they give me some type of health or power up or like superpowers. I have no idea. I can kind of punch, but I can't punch through the wall. But anyway, I think that's enough for this video. It's supposed to be just a gentle introduction to Cheat Engine if you've never used it before. I'm doing it with Squally. You can download it on Steam. It is a paid game. However, if you want to do the same thing using a free game, then check out Assault Cube. I plan on making videos on that in the future, and it's just a free open source first-person shooter game that you can play, and it doesn't have any anti-cheat, and it's supposed to be very simple to do things like change your health or change your ammo. So expect some videos and tutorials on that in the future. But since I already had Squally open, I figured why not showcase some walkthroughs in this game. But at the end of the day, the game isn't that important. It's just a tool to learn more about computer science, learning more about process memory, and learning how to edit different values in the game. So that's really it. Let me know in the comments down below if you want more videos like this, more Cheat Engine or more like game hacking videos. But as always, guys, thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.